In the middle of hate marches across the country where some were calling for jihad, others were holding banners that were clearly racist and a scarily large proportion of people were chanting from the river to the sea, which is deemed by Jewish people as anti-Semitic, the police were, in my view, worryingly tolerant. Which is odd because in June, Staffordshire Police published a 12-page guidance document warning of discrimination through language and advised its officers not to use words such as man up, OAP or policeman. The document stated that discrimination through language causes offence, patronises and may be unlawful. Well, I don't disagree with the last sentiment. So what can be described as anti-Semitic chanting has widely been ignored and justified by the police is allowed, but in Staffordshire at least, calling a policeman, telling a colleague to man up and grow a pair, or using the term OAP could be deemed illegal. Seems a bit of a double standard, really. But the guidance also goes further with gender-based language. So instead of cleaning lady, cleaner should be used. Spokesperson instead of spokesman. Regarding religion, calling someone a Christian or Muslim should be replaced with Christian people and Muslim people. I mean, who has time for all of this when there is so much crime on our streets? A spokesperson for Staffordshire Police said that the guidance which has been issued after consultation with external consultants to ensure that everyone is treated with the utmost courtesy and respect. But surely the police have got enough on their hands without having to worry about hurty feelings through finicky language. No wonder so many officers are confused as to whether they are allowed to apprehend a suspect climbing a war memorial. I mean, what if they accidentally describe the person as a Muslim instead of a Muslim person? If those who set the standards for policing are so concerned, why don't they focus on actual policing like getting our bobbies back? Well, probably can't say bobbies anymore. That's probably banned. Getting them back on the beat. Or how about reopening police stations and taking the admin out of the hands of the officers so they can get on with the job rather than little tweaks in language that only end up helping those they apprehend? Conservative MP Nigel Mills said, "You'd think the police have enough on their plate without spending time worrying about which perfectly acceptable normal language they can or can't use." So in the middle of this crisis in policing and dealing with peaceful hate marches where language is offensive and hateful, the police have to deal with this nonsense as well. To those who are wasting time on these ludicrous guidelines and turning our police force to mush, if you're that bothered about offensive language, put a stop to hateful chanting and protests, and for goodness sake, man up, grow a pair, and stop wasting time on double standard guidelines.